Hey guys, today we are yet with another review. This time it's a 150cc bike segment. There were a lot of bikes which came in the market which changed the game. For example, a bike from Hero Honda CBZ changed the entire game, and then after which came Pulsars to also change the entire market. It actually changed the entire aspect of how people look into the segment. And after a while, people got bored of sporty bikes. And then when another game changer, a very interesting game changer, entered the market from Yamaha, and which actually brought a revolution for naked bikes, and it opened the doorway for naked bikes, and that is none other than the Yamaha's very own brand, FZ series. It comes under the category of naked bikes. These were the ones which actually brought in the naked bikes into the market. So when FZ came, I was really fascinated about the tires. If you could see the tires, the rear tires, this is what caught the attention of many youngsters, because back in the days we all used to modify our bikes and always put a big mag wheel in the rear, and that's how we transformed our bikes by ourselves. But then all of a sudden a bike came in with the beautiful tires at the rear, and it had a very muscular look and immediately got the attention of the youngsters, and that was the FZ series. It has a beautiful color. This is a mix of blue and black. There are three variants. There is also a dark night variant where you can need to pay an additional amount. It has dual LEDs over here. It looks very good. They could have improved it a little better in terms of looks, but still it's overall a refreshing look and it's very good. And if it's switched on, the parking lights are always on, so you cannot switch off the parking lights even in the daytime. And coming to the tank, it has a monochrome finish in the front. This is something different which is come up with the version 3, FZS version 3. It has a chrome finish in the front, and the tank looks a bit muscular. It gives you a very good look of like a heavy bike and a premium bikes. So as I told you, color is also very good, and it comes with the dual disc. If you see, it comes with dual disc and a single channel ABS. So a single channel ABS which is there only in the front, and that is a single channel ABS, and one disc at the back. You can see there's one more disc at the back, and but it doesn't have an ABS. Please be very careful about it. It's not a dual channel ABS. Roll tail lamp. This is a signature FZ series tail lamp. They have retained the same. There's no much changes of it. The indicators are also still the halogen, and they have not changed to LED. Unlike the new bikes that have come in, like Apache series, they have changed to LED. So that is a little disappointing. They could have changed this to an LED, but still they have retained the same design. But both the stands, one is a side stand and a center stand. So it has both the stands. You can make it stand either which ways. And overall the bike looks very good on the design part, and really looks like a premium bike, and goes overall with the power and the weight ratio. It has become slightly light comparing to the previous version, but design wise I really liked it. Guys, speaking about the tank, it is one of the most highlight feature. Actually, they've made it more muscular. It looks really good. When you see it, it actually takes the maximum attention on the overall bike. So the tank fuel capacity is also very nice. It has a 13-liter fuel capacity, and the overall bike weight is 137 kgs. But comparing to previous versions, it is much better. really looks good and looks very premium, much like any other premium motorcycles. So that's about fuel tank. Good capacity, it's definitely needed when you're especially going on a road trip and all. 13 liter is more than enough. So the heart of the bike, actually, that is the engine. Okay, we need not doubt about Yamaha engines at all. Yamaha engines are the most refined engines among the motorbikes. And if you see, this is a standard 149cc engine, that's much as its previous versions, but the torque has been increased, that is to 13.6, while the bhp has been reduced a bit. That comes for 12.4 bhp. It is a single cylinder 2-valve air cooled engine. Okay, and if you see, its O2 sensor is over here, and it's an FI engine, and it's a BS6 compliant engine, so it is more refined and smooth. So, coming to the gearbox, it's a 5-speed gearbox, the standard 1 down and 4 up, and its compression ratio is 9.5:1, so quite a good compression ratio. And as I told you all, it's a BS6 compliant and new model, much better than the BS4 bikes. Now I'm going to show you the exhaust note. Let's check how is the exhaust note. It is a bit different from its previous versions. I really liked it, and I think so you all also will like it. Just hear it. So sweet, actually. You see, so nice actually. I really like the exhaust note, and it's really different from its previous versions, and it's very nice actually. On the roads, look really good, and even the sound is so sweet actually. So guys, speaking about the instrument console, it's a very good console, and these are the ones who actually bought in a very compact instrument consoles, but this is a bit different. It has a negative instrument console, where it has a lot of features in it. It shows you the odometer, trip meter, the warning for the low fuel, and there's also a digital clock in it. So a lot of features in very compact instrument console. So that's about the instrument console. So as usual, the switches you have, it comes with an engine kill switch, a self start, which is pretty much standard, and there's high beam and low beam indicators, and self start. So overall, the design and the features, they have retained the same, except for a little bit of cosmetic change and a BS6 engine. So that's about FZS version 3. So it's definitely a very attractive bike, and you can also have it covered in the back. The tires are pretty good, radial type tires, and the ground clearance are also very good. There's no much change in terms of the tire to its previous versions, but still they are very good around the corners, especially during the turnings, and they have a very good road grip as well.
Guys, the on-road price with the bike is 1,10,000 in Bangalore. So if you're looking for daily commute and occasional road trips with decent mileage, this bike is for you. Go for it.